Hello, we're going to take a look at snapshot recordings, how to save the snapshot recording, and where to find it when we're in a Techstream session, a current session, and also where to find that file later on after you close out that current Techstream session and you want to go back and review that data. Alright, so we're going to make a data list. Just a real quick example here with the engine. We'll bring up all data. It's best to sort A to Z. And then we're going to select some parameters that are useful for direct injection. Okay, engine speed is 1. Find injection mode. I'm going to find out, are we port direct? Then we want injection time for D4S and for port. And then we're going to break that out into a custom data list. Okay, I'm going to start the engine up. And we're going to start a recording. Now take note, in the duration and the trigger point, we have 5-minute duration, trigger point set to 50%. So even though we weren't recording, or we didn't press the record button, that data was being collected and will be available for us in our recording. And we'll see that in the review of this snapshot capture. Okay, so it went to port. It's sitting there idling. And now let's rev the engine a little bit. And we can see the change between port direct and what they call either, which either is both, port and direct. And then we're going to save the snapshot. Now be sure to change the record name to something that you'll remember and you'll be able to reference back later. We got injection mode, and then put a little memo in here. Injection mode snapshot and maybe put a little more detail in there so we can spark our memory later on. Startup and racing engine. All right, we're racing the engine, so we'll spark our memory later on. Click and then save, and now it's saved. Now, during this session, what we can do is go back up to the Stored Data tab, click on Stored Data, and we'll go to Engine, and in the data list capture, let's expand that. Injection mode, that's exactly what we called it. That's the time and date stamp that when we saved it. Now we can go in with these data parameters and review it graphically. All right, so we're going to select injection mode, injection time for D4S, and injection cylinder number 1 port. Now for injection mode, it's best to go to menu and graph type 2, and it'll be better viewed that way. The other 2 parameters, D4S and port, we can just leave them alone in this situation. Go ahead and play it. Alright, pause it. Now we can zoom in by left clicking with our mouse and making a little zoom box. We can zoom again, left click, drag it over the area we want to look at. We want to slide this around and look at a particular point in time of that snapshot. You can do it with the little scroll bar at the bottom, and you can play that snapshot, pause it. Now if we want to zoom back out, just double click, Double click again, and that zooms you back out to where you were originally. Go again and zoom back in. All right, now go back. We can close out of this. And this is just going to show us. I'm going to exit that out, save. All right, it's going to save everything the way we had it. Now, if we want to go back in and find it, go to Open Scan Data File. Click on that. And then you're going to just open a service event. And then we're going to go to the file that we just saved. So that's a 2020 Highlander. You see the date and time. We're just going to load it. Again, it's going to be the same information. We just go to Engine, Data List, expand that again, Injection Mode. Notice that's the file we saved. That's the snapshot we saved. We'll close that. And those are the data parameters that we saved. Now we're going to hit the graph button. And notice that the graph is saved exactly the way we saved it when we exited. So we've got graph type 2 for injection mode. We can double click it, and that will zoom us back out. And we can manipulate the snapshot just as if we were in the same Techstream event. So we can save that, yes, yes, and then save, and it's going to save exactly how we left it. All right. I hope this video is useful for saving snapshots and retrieving them. For example, to attach to a task case. For a deeper dive into Techstream, refer to e-learning module TEC 300B for more details. Thank you.